Heavy-duty trucks have been banned from circulating on the Bonepopa-Yabasi road. This after a portion of the newly constructed Bonepopa-Yabasi road collapsed early this morning in Batube, Bonepopa 2 village, disrupting regional transport and prompting immediate government action. We'll tell you more in this edition of Newscast. And in the city of Douala, helmets, or we talk about the senior divisional officer for the Warri division that has banned motorbike riders from circulating in three neighborhoods, that is Bonaprizo, Bali, and Bonanjo, following a fatal stabbing incident. Residents are divided on the effectiveness of these security measures. And about 3 weeks to school resumption, travel agencies are still to meet at the Bonaberry bus station, where transportation is mostly to and from the English region parts of the country. The school fever is still not felt. Those are major stories. Details right ahead. Good evening once more and welcome to this edition of the Primetime Newscast in the English language on Canal International. Heavy-duty trucks have been banned from circulating on the Bonepopa-Yabasi road portion. This after a portion of the newly constructed Bonepopa-Yabasi road collapsed early this morning in Batube, Bonepopa 2 village, disrupting regional transport and prompting immediate government action. This critical link, built at a cost of 39 billion franc CFA, is now under urgent repair as authorities investigate the cause of the failure. More in the following story. This is a section of the recently completed Bonepopa-Yabasi road. The road collapsed early this morning, August 14, 2024, around 4:30 a.m. in Bapute, a neighborhood of Bonepopa 2 village. This lady explains there was already signs of cracks on the road that dates 3 months.
Entrée du champ, à ma droite, j'ai trouvé la route un peu fendue. Parce que j'ai même posé la question aux enfants si la route s'y mettra long.
Eyewitnesses reported that a municipal pickup truck from Yabasi was engulfed by the collapse.
C'est très lamentable pour les populations, y compris nous les autorités.
The Bonepopa-Yabasi road, which is a key segment of the regional road network spanning 51.3 kilometers, was constructed at a cost of approximately 39 billion francs CFA by Burns, a Cameroonian construction company with headquarters in Yaoundé. The governor of the littoral region was among the officials that reacted promptly. First measure, he bans the circulation of heavy-duty truck on the road.
I've already taken some measures because engines are already coming to intervene at this place. But before that, we have an emergency case to make the small vehicle to pass, while the trucks will wait a bit.
The governor equally ordered the urgent commencement of intensive rehabilitation work on the damaged road which serves the Cam locality.
This incident can also foresee what can happen even at the junction of Douala to Bonepopa, because there are many valleys that can also hinder the construction of the roads.
To ease the ongoing work and reduce pressure in the area, only light vehicles will be permitted to use the temporary bypass on the opposite side of the collapse. Meantime, an administrative and technical investigation is on the way to determine responsibility for the incidents. And we are now in a period marked by intense circulation on highways, so to the fear of road accidents. In this, Light Transport Minister Jean-Ernest Massinangale Bibehe embarks on a sensitization mission cautioning drivers. Births days later, accidents again. But why this persistence? Same old problems. More with our reporter Beatrice Ngam.
The tragic death registered last August 12 on the Douala-Yaoundé highway of Patrick Bui, renowned Cameroonian football agent, back in the country after 10 years abroad, while on his way to meet family in Yaoundé, disturbing. Same kinds of sudden premature deaths that forced Transport Minister to embark on a sensitization mission on highway number 4 and 3 last week.
We urge road users to be civic-minded, and we ask them to scrupulously respect highway code. And all those road users who are not respecting this code are going to be seriously sanctioned.
Unfortunately, it seems the sanction part needs to prevail. The same old complaints and issues to the non-respect of the highway code is the fraudulent obtaining of driving license, the legal authorization to ply public roads. Important for the state to look into this problem of the deliverance of fake driving license to find persons with permits without really going through the process. The state of our highways, like the state of vehicles, not new. The well-being of drivers, like vehicles, key elements as far as safety and security are concerned. To solve this problem, drivers should always take retraining courses to refresh skills. Caution is the watchword. Putting the passengers first can help road users drive well, especially during this peak business season. Avoid road accidents, even as the rate is on the drop.
The senior divisional officer for Vuri has banned the circulation of commercial motorbikes in 3 neighborhoods in Douala, that is Bonaprizo, Bali, and Bonanjo, following a fatal stabbing incident. But residents are divided on the effectiveness of these security measures. Our reporter Saleh Sharifa has been talking with them. Her story.
In a bid to curb rising insecurity, the senior divisional officer for Vuri Division has imposed a ban on motorbike circulation in the Bonaprizo, Bali and Bonanjo neighborhoods in Douala. This is just a drop in the ocean. Motorbikes are not the only security threat. What about the gangs and thieves who operate on foot and in cars? The decision outlined in a decree signed on August 13, 2024 comes after a man was fatally stabbed by aggressors on a motorbike. While some residents appreciate the initiative, hoping it will be extended to other neighborhoods, others express skepticism about its impact on securing the city. It's a good initiative, but what about other neighborhoods like Makia and Newbel? The measure has to be extended to those areas too. Despite the mixed reactions, the authorities remain committed to exploring measures to enhance public safety. This will disturb a lot of us who are used to boarding bikes. Taking a taxi is already difficult. Imagine us without these bikes. Only time will tell if this approach will yield the desired results and make Douala streets safer for its residents.
And in the city of Douala, helmets are neglected by majority of commercial motorbike riders despite the risks involved. The blame of this behavior on the discomfort brought about by the protective gadgets, among others. More with our student journalist on internship, Lato Cynthia.
Countless riders speed down the streets and highways of Douala without the crucial protection of a helmet. Though motorcycles leave the shops generally complete with this accessory, the commercial bike riders toss them away, citing discomfort amongst the others.
We're supposed to have it, but the reason why we did not have it is because when rain is fall, rain is touching the glass. We are not looking the road fine. That's why the reason that we're not using it.
ça chauffe trop.
The passengers expressed concern about the growing phenomenon that exposed them to health risks. It is a dismay because only commercial motorbike riders wear helmets, while we the passengers are exposed. In case of an accident, they are the only ones protected against brain damages. The few risk-conscious drivers in this town, where motorcycles constitute a great force in the urban transportation, put on their helmets and explain why having one for their passenger is challenging.
I put the casket in my head because I have a priority to security of me and security of my customer.
Most of them, as you can see around you, they don't have helmets. So the ones having helmets at times are the ones possessing new bikes. But you see, but most of the bikes that they possess the helmets, they have them for themselves.
Meanwhile, in motorcycle shops, each motorcycle is sold with a helmet, the prices varying according to style and quality.
A box of a bike comes with one helmet. A helmet is one place. A bike is a one place motorcycle. So each bike comes with one helmet in the box, which is for the driver only. So if a client is in need of one, you have to get in possession of one, and you have to buy for one. And 8,000 to 15,000 francs a helmet.
Commercial bike riders have been urged to make the wearing of helmets a priority.
And thus is yet to settle over the thefts of a newborn baby at the Baptist Hospital, Ekundum, in the nation's political capital, Yaoundé, 1 week after the suspect was apprehended and the baby recovered. The supposed baby thief was brought to the scene this Wednesday for a remake of the act in the presence of the State Council of the Fundi High Court. More on the story with our reporter, Haisincha.
The Mesam Territorial Regiment of Gendarmerie in Bamenda is currently detaining 6 men in connection with a car theft racket that stretches from Bamenda to Mbuda. According to the Commander Lieutenant Colonel Peter Alobuede, the investigations emanated from a series of complaints lodged by victims of car thefts within the past month.
Some suspects were caught in a wing, others were caught in Buda. Investigations are going on. A number of victims have already come up and they have indicated that the vehicles belong to them.
As we reach the village, we say they need moto. Say they don't tell and say whatever see moto say they need their own. And what we say we say no cover we for say moto cancel.
The newly constructed road that connects Mesam Division in the northwest region to Bambutos in the west, passing through Awing village in Santa subdivision, seems to be the transit corridor.
After 1 month of search, and I recovered the car back right in Nawi. So it's right here at the Motorbike off station, and I'm happy for recovering my car. It's just that they have scattered it.
Out of the 8 vehicles, 4 have seen their chassis numbers changed to derail. Investigations reason why gendarmes have called on potential buyers of cars to be very prudent so as not to fall prey to dealers of stolen cars.
Now, that was a report from Bamenda Northwest region of Cameroon. We'll come back to this story where dust is yet to settle over the theft of a newborn baby at the Baptist Hospital, Ekundum, in Yaoundé, 1 week after the suspect was apprehended and the baby recovered. The supposed baby theft was brought to the scene this Wednesday. More with our reporter, Aisuncha.
Les diplômes de qualification obtenus au Centre de formation professionnelle IPME.
The prime suspect explains how she stole the baby on that fateful day, August 3rd, 2024, here at the Ekundum Baptist Hospital in Yaoundé. The young lady arrives at the hospital at about 1 p.m. and through the elevator she goes up to the 4th floor of the health facility, enters the labor ward, meeting the baby and her mother, seeking to charge her phone and letting the victim know that she is the caretaker of an operated patient. After spending over 4 hours together, the nursing mother steps out to eat at this corridor just like any other person as prescribed by hospital management. Upon returning to the world at 6 p.m., the lady has disappeared with the baby. Here she is, rushing out to take off, and not noticed by anyone, even the security agents. The 23-year-old lady will later visit a private clinic at Nkwabang, where she is uncovered after manifesting a couple of irregularities. At the scene of the event with the suspect, this August 14, the State Counsel for the Mfunji High Court, Nzinzi Luke, seeks to understand the security lapses that resulted to the unfortunate situation.
But now you decided to bring the mother and the child in this room. Why?
Well, the main reason was that side was full. The patients...
Full with who?
With patients.
The head of the Central Police Station No. 4 reveals that the husband who settled for cheap and unreliable lies remains a suspect.
The paradox in this story is that the father claims he was unaware of the children. However, it's hard to explain how he could sleep in the same bed with a woman for 9 months and only notice she's pregnant 2 days before giving birth. Furthermore, his wife tells him they are having a baby boy, but when the child is born, it's a girl. Even if it's considered a miracle, one would expect him to be thoughtful, but instead, he celebrates by giving drinks to people.
Investigations continue to uncover the entire truth surrounding the criminal act.
About 3 weeks to school resumption, travel agencies are still timid at the Bonaberry travel agencies, where transportation is mostly to and from the English-speaking regions of Cameroon. The back-to-school fever is not yet felt. Drivers have expressed hope for a positive turnaround in the days ahead. As to tell us more, Latu Cynthia.
Travel agencies in Douala are yet to feel the back-to-school fever, with activities at the Bonaberry bus station, which specializes in transportation to and from the English-speaking regions, still timid. The agency chief attributes the slow pace to increased competition in the sector.
En ce qui concerne la rentrée scolaire,
we are not feeling the back to school because there are many bus stations. For example, just at the Deido roundabout, there is a Southwest bus station. Only out of this bus station, there is another one. So we here have little or nothing. Despite the current lull, some passengers are already making their way back to their hometowns. Desmond, one of such passengers, expressed confidence in the security measures in place, saying he is serene and ready for any eventuality.
I'm cool. Because I'm sure you are asking concerning the Amazonian stuff, but to me, we are fine. We are brothers. So I don't see any reason why I should be afraid. We are good. We are brothers. If in case I meet them, they are like, as they always say, gérer border, gérer. If I have anything, I give them. I will continue.
In anticipation of a surge in bookings, agency workers have stepped up security measures to ensure a safe and smooth travel experience for passengers.
There will be so many congestion in this park when the school will resume. When the school will resume, rentrée scolaire. So passengers, we have so many agencies that are going to Southwest, like Golden, Mondial, and so on. Sherry. We have so many agencies. The passenger will be here enough to go to Southwest.
As the summer vacation draws to a close, travel agencies are bracing themselves for a last-minute rush of bookings.
Thank you so much, Latu Cynthia. And that's how we saw it on this edition of the Primetime Newscast in the English language on Canal the International. Thanks so much for watching. But coming up next is the brief with Lil Peugeot. As for me, take another rendezvous, same time tomorrow. Good night.
Mais cela a d'abord un trait mystique. Ça veut dire quelqu'un aurait envoûté celui qui va t'emporter.